What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back in black, with some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 60 frame per second gameplay, and the return of the Sunday Q&A. Now, this is a series where we just kind of stretch on out a bit, we put our feet up, and we forget about all the tips, tricks, news, and reviews, and we get to know each other just a little bit better. However, on the flip side, one of my subscribers did mention last week that this series is a bit one-sided. You guys are learning so much about me, but I don't really get to know much about you guys. But that observation is fair enough. So, if you guys have any questions about your own lives or situations, feel free to ask, and maybe I can offer you some different perspective in your life. I'm trying to stay away from giving you guys actual advice, but if I could offer you a little bit of an outsider's perspective, maybe I'll do that. But how this works is you guys ask me a question, whether it's about me or you. As long as it's a question, you go ahead and you leave it in the comment section down below, and next week I'll pick out a few more interesting ones and we'll discuss them just a little bit. So, the first question of the return of the Q&A goes to Ryan Milligan, who wants to know that since I'm half deaf, do I know how to communicate via American Sign Language? Which, first off, I want to applaud you for that. Out of all the questions I ever get about being half deaf, whether it's on YouTube or in person, no one ever asks if I know sign language. Like, people forget that sign language actually exists in the world, and people that can't speak do know sign language. Myself, however, I can't perform sign language. I can't throw up the gang signs though, son. No, I can't perform sign language, but I can communicate with deaf people. Wait, what, Mac? Alright. Here's the deal. I can't tell you what the sign language alphabet is, but I can understand others using a combination of the limited sign language that I do know and can understand when other people are using. But also, something that not many people know about me, nor do I let many people know about this in real life, but I can read lips and body language very easily, which makes it easier for me to communicate with someone who can't speak at all. But the side effect of this is people who they think they're slick, and they say shit under their breath around me because they know I'm half deaf and they think I can't hear what they're saying. But in reality, I know every word that's coming out of their two-faced motherfucking mouths. While this does seem cool and all, it does nothing but feed my social anxiety even more, because I know for a fact when people are talking shit about you when you're out in public. It's kind of like girls taking dumps. You know it happens. Sometimes ignorance is bliss, man. Next question comes from Patrick Johnson, who has a pretty heavy question and wants to know, do you think that you're happier now with your current girlfriend, who, for reference, I've been with for like 8 some years now, or if I was happier in my previous life with my fiance who passed away something like 10 years ago? And just for the fact of the matter, I'm not going to actually answer that because it can't be answered. But I'm going to give you a little bit of perspective on what it's like to be with someone after you've lost someone who was so close to you. So, when you lose someone close to you, like someone that you're planning on spending the rest of your life with, for you, at that moment, the rest of your life will never be the same again. Now, I'm not saying that it'll ever be better or worse. It becomes different. It's the life that you had previously sort of becomes a parallel to everything that happens in life afterwards. sort of like that chunk of time that you were with my fiance is frozen in time. And those feelings will always remain beside you and your new life. So, while I was happy with my fiance, and I'm also very happy with my girlfriend that I'm with now, they can't be compared, because without my fiance dying, then I'll never meet my girlfriend who I'm currently with. So, instead of you comparing lives, they sort of layer and mesh and intertwine and entangle with each other. So while I'm very much in love with my girlfriend, I'm still very much in love with my fiance as well. So like I said, you can't compare them, because you can't separate them. They're too intertwined and entangled to sort. So let's go ahead and move on to the next non-depressing question. Comes from Chris Mooney, who asks me to elaborate on what kind of work I do outside of YouTube. So first off, a lot of you guys might not know this. YouTube is not my full-time job, my full-time profession. I am a mechanic by trade. I've been working on cars all my life, but one of the dominating factors of my life has always stemmed from, being bipolar, which I haven't always known either. So, I found it hard to keep jobs in my life, since some days, I'd wake up and I'd be like, yeah, I'm not going. Not even calling out. Just not going. And I actually no-called, no-showed for 16 days in a row once. And the shop called me up, actually. It was like, you still want your job, dude? I was like, yeah, I'll be in the morning. And I no-called, no-showed again. I didn't know why at the time. I just thought that I was a fucking asshole that couldn't hold on to a job. But it turns out that, severe, debilitating social anxiety and all types of irrational bipolar tendencies, which, have escalated in my life. It just has completely wrecked me of any chance of actually holding on to any type of regular job. So, gradually, I ended up making money by going through online ads, searching out cars for cheap, and putting minimal work into them and selling them for profit. But the hardest part of that job is realizing this. Most people who are selling these cars that are in great shape for low amounts of money are mostly selling these cars because they need cash right away. They're in a pinch, they're in a bind, and they need some fucking greenbacks. Sadly, when I show up, I know this, I sense this, I can feel it. And I lowball them for cash. Yeah, I'm giving them a solution, a quick, fast, no-hassle cash sale, but I'm giving them less money and making myself a deal at the same time, knowing that if I sit on the car for a few weeks, since I don't need the extra money, I could put the money out now, buy the car cheaper, and make an extra $1,500 to $2,000 just by waiting for a few weeks for the right buyer. But knowing that the people selling the car don't have the luxury to wait because they need fast cash, so they're willing to take far less than what the car is worth, is what I hate about what I do. But man, let me tell you something. When you find that right deal, it just feels so good when you buy a car for $600 and 4 days later turn that shit around for $3,500, and it's like, well, I worked this month. However, though, since Hurricane Sandy a few years ago fucked all the car values up in New Jersey, the market's been real shady with a lot of unreported flood-damaged cars popping up, making it real hard to find the sweet deals. So those are the days you just go ahead and you rummage around in the local junkyard and you see if there's anything of value to pick. You clean up, sell it on the internet, things like taillights that are uncracked, unfaded. You know, the fucking junkyard, you pull a taillight, they're gonna be like $20 for the set. You go ahead and sell that shit online for $75. One of the benefits of junkyards too is if you just pick an ass load of parts, like what you do is if you don't have like a cart or something, you just go and find like a shitty fucking Honda Civic with a dented fucking hood, it doesn't matter, and you pull the hood off the car, you throw a rope on the hood and you use that to drag parts all over the fucking it's like a fucking sled. And you just drag that shit through the fucking junkyard, toss the parts on there that you fucking need, and you fucking pull up with your sled there and you show it to the dude at the front of the junkyard. He's like, $100. It's like fucking $100 for a pile of parts, knowing that if you clean all this up, you take your time to, you clean it, you sort it, categorize it, you take pictures of it, and then you find the right places to sell these online, like forums, and, eBay is cool and shit, but you can make a lot more money by searching out people. Like, if you have, like, an intake from a Mustang, you search out the Mustang forums, you can easily get, like, a good $60 to $75 off of one part, just because you're selling it on a specialty forum, instead of, a generic place like eBay where people are looking for them deals. I'm gonna say, it's a lot of money, but it's a lot of work as well. But the best part is there ain't no one to worry about me taking a goddamn day off if I need to, because I do me. I work on my own time. And finally, the last question comes from Eddie Hardnut, who's actually been keeping me informed of his going-ons in school the last few months in my comment section. So, he's got expelled for beating up a kid because he has a very explosive personality, and he wants to know how to handle school from this point on. Man. Alright. As a 32-year-old responsible father who's in a position to, be a good male role model for you guys, I should just tell you to stay the fuck out of trouble, stop being a dickhead. But instead, I'm gonna come at you as just another dude who's gone through this situation personally, and since I do have a photographic memory, I could take the time out to explain to you my feelings on the situation, because I remember exactly what it's like to go through this. So, seriously, you need to take a time out. Maybe get a few friends and go somewhere quiet, like a lake, beach area, or something. Stay away from the mountains. I have seen, what happens with that in the old broke back situation. You don't want to do that. But go find somewhere to chill for the day, and really take a personal inventory of yourself and ask this question: am I going to pursue education at a higher level after high school? I'm not asking you to figure out what you want to do with your life, but at the very least, at this point in high school, you should already have an idea of whether or not that you want to go to college after high school. It doesn't matter for what, just if you're gonna go. And at the end of the day, if you have absolutely zero interest in pursuing education at a higher level after high school, honestly, just go get your GED, man. Take the test, go get your GED, and be legally done school, and get a head start working or learning a trade in life. Because honestly, if you watch my road to 30, I jumped through every hoop possible. I went through summer school, night school while going to regular school just to get done with school as fast as possible. And if I could do it all over again, the first time I ever got expelled from high school, I would have just gotten my GED and been done with the drama. You want to know the number of times a job has asked to see my diploma in an interview? 0. Never! You want to know a secret too? Colleges won't turn you away even if you don't have a diploma. You fucking pay for college. They'll just set you up and make you pay for some classes to get your graduation equivalency along with what you want to go to college for. Now, I'm not saying that school's not important. School's super important. School's where majority of the world learns how to interact with other people. You know, they learn social skills and how to cooperate with others. And they offer you the chance to pursue your education at a higher level. But if you're not going to pursue your education at a higher level, honestly, and anything after 8th grade should just be optional. So, my name is Jay. MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. Don't forget to leave your questions in the comment section down below. Pick a few of them out next week. You never know. Might be your question I'll be answering. My name's Jay. MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to see you guys later.